Hey everyone, and welcome to the Law of Attraction Tribe, 5 barriers to manifesting. So we are going to talk about what is holding you back from using the law of attraction to manifest your dreams. I am Stephanie. I am your host through this 5-day training. So thank you for signing up and welcome to day 1. So I want to tell you a little bit about myself and what this is about and what the law of attraction is about. And then we're going to get into the first barrier that holds people back from using the law of attraction effectively. So like I said, I'm Stephanie Keith. I am the founder of the Law of Attraction Tribe, and I'm also the co-host of the Conscious Manifesto podcast. Here is my whole world. I have my daughter Alexis, my corgi Shelby, and my husband Dustin. And this just kind of gives you a glimpse into my world. We live in Florida and live this lifestyle that I have dreamed of my entire life. And so I want to teach you exactly how I was able to create this. So it all started with one book that changed my life. This one book held a piece of wisdom that changed everything. It changed my whole outlook and the way that I went about creating my life. So what was this one piece of wisdom? It was the law of attraction. So I first heard about the law of attraction back in 2009, and I seemed to grasp it really easily. It clicked with me. And in just 3 months of learning about this, I went from this home here at the top, which was 100 years old. We lived in a rural town in Illinois of 1,000 people. Literally, the population sign said 1,000. It was in a bad school district, and it had a lot of issues. So once my daughter was born, I knew I didn't want to have her grow up in this home. I worried about black mold. I worried about the electric that was outdated and probably not even to code. And I just wanted better for her. And so through the law of attraction, I was able to manifest my dream home, which you could see here on the bottom, that was in one of the best school districts in the state. And it was in this cute small town that was just like those small towns that you see on movies. And the house had everything we wanted. We made a list and it literally had everything down to a loft that we used to have a playroom for my daughter. So all of this within 3 months of learning of the law of attraction. I also got a very, very unexpected promotion and pay raise at my job at the time. And here's some other things that I manifested with the law of attraction. $30,000 cash for the down payment on that dream home that you just saw. So within 3 months, that is one of the things that I manifested. A 6-figure salary in my job. 33,000 Instagram followers within a year and a half of starting my page, and that number continues to grow rapidly. And now I have an in-ground pool with a rock waterfall, which is something I've wanted ever since I was a little girl. Here's our latest home in Florida. Moving to Florida was something I've always dreamed of, and I was able to do that 4 years ago and buy a brand new car. We live a lifestyle now where we can hop in the car and go to the beach when we want. We could take our daughter to Disney World. We could go have drinks on a bar top in St. Petersburg next to the water. And this is something I've always dreamed of and now have made it a reality for myself. Here's that rock waterfall I was telling you about that I have visualized since I was probably about 8 years old. And then there's me doing work for my business on my laptop, lounging next to the pool. Here is all of the different things that I've manifested recently, which includes my Instagram page and following, my business, the Law of Attraction Tribe, the workbook that just launched last year. And there's so many things falling into play within my business using the Law of Attraction. But don't forget, this is where I came from. Before I learned of the law of attraction, this is literally the home that I was living in. Nothing wrong with that, but I've come a long way in a short period of time. And I want to teach you how you can do the same thing, and it's not difficult. If you know the correct way to use the law of attraction and you know the barriers to look out for, you can make it happen. I didn't have a head start. I wasn't lucky winning the lottery. The only thing I had was that piece of wisdom that I got from that one book that taught me that I have power over my life and I get to create my life story. So now my mission is to give everyone that same wisdom and to empower you to start taking control of your life and creating a life that you don't need a vacation from. We live in an abundant universe. Everyone should live the life of their dreams. It is possible for everyone in the world to do that. And trust me, if I can do it, so can you. You have everything you need. You do not need a head start. Everything you need is already inside of you, and I'm going to teach you how to access it. We shouldn't live to work. We should work to live and enjoy every moment of this amazing life. I truly, truly believe that. And that is one of my biggest goals with the law of attraction, is to help people create that life that they don't need a vacation from. No one should be working 50, 60 hours a week in a job that they hate, that makes them miserable, that lowers their vibration. We should all be able to live a life that we're passionate about, where we jump out of bed every morning excited to take on the day. So I happen to unlock this key to manifesting. Like I said, I read this book, I learned about the law of attraction, and it clicked instantly. I just got it and it worked for me. I was able to manifest everything I needed at the time within 3 months of reading that book. So some more things that I've manifested. Like I said, I have grown my business tremendously in the past year and attracted all sorts of business partners and collaborators, including celebrity influencers. I moved to Florida, which I've wanted to do my whole entire life. I have been asked to appear at speaking engagements at all sorts of destinations, and I've had a lot of sponsorships with brands that I truly love and believe in. So why was I able to manifest all of these things so easily while so many other people struggled to manifest anything? That was a question that plagued me for a while, because when I learned of the law of attraction, in the next few years, it became very well known and more people were learning about it. But what I found was that most people weren't able to attract anything, and they would get frustrated and they would quit. And so I wanted to find out why. And I began researching everything I could get my hands on the topic. I found 5 common barriers that block people from manifesting. And today, I want to go over barrier number 1. So before we can do that, let's talk about what exactly the law of attraction is, to make sure that we're crystal clear on what we're talking about. So the law of attraction is the idea that like attracts like. You attract what you focus on and what you feel. Feelings are so important in the law of attraction. And we attract things that are on the same vibrational frequency as we are. So when you think about it, Einstein had proved that everything in the universe is energy. Your energy, I'm energy, the chair you're sitting on is energy, and we're all vibrating at different frequencies. And so to attract things, we need to be on that same level of vibrational frequency in order to attract what we want. So that seems pretty simple, like attracts like. So if it is that simple, then why are so many people struggling to attract the things that they want in their life? If we know that we have control over creating our lives, why isn't everyone living an abundant and fulfilled life? Well, that takes us into our barriers. So over the next 5 days, I'm going to cover the 5 barriers that I have found that keep people from manifesting whatever it is they want to manifest. And the barrier number 1 is not setting crystal clear goals. Okay, so think about it. How often do you want something, or you think you want something? Like, let's say you want a Jeep one week, and then 2 days later or a week later, all of a sudden you're thinking about how you want a Range Rover. We do that all the time. We constantly flip-flop in our minds what we want. Well, why is that? Why can't we make up our mind? Well, number one, there's constant distractions. In today's age of smartphones and social media, we are constantly bombarded with shiny new objects. So it's really hard to stay focused on one specific thing that we want when we have all of these things in front of us all the time. We also live in a world of instant gratification where we're used to getting things, getting knowledge, getting information right away. And so when it comes to the law of attraction, if we don't manifest something we want right away, we tend to get frustrated and we can oftentimes give up before we're able to manifest it. Even if it's already on its way, we might sabotage ourselves by giving up too soon. And that brings me to the third point of self-sabotage. A lot of times when we have big goals, we sabotage ourselves before we even get a chance to set the goal. We might think of a big goal that we want and immediately start saying how that's unrealistic, how that's never going to happen, how there's no way we could think of that that's going to happen for us. And we give up on the goal before we even set it. So what we need to do is be clear and consistent with every single goal that we make. So you got to make up your mind exactly about what you want with everything in your life, whether it's the home that you want, the car that you want, the career or the business that you want, how you want to feel, how you want your daily routine to look like. You need to make up your mind and clearly visualize it. Be very clear and specific and concise when it comes to all the different goals in your life. And you want to visualize it down to the tiniest detail. So you want to think about if there's a car, for example, that you want. You want to smell the leather in the car. You want to feel yourself sitting in the car and wrapping your hands around the steering wheel. You want to picture yourself driving in it with the sunroof open and the windows down. You want to have very clear details that you visualize over and over again. And I like to use the analogy of ordering on Amazon, because when we set our goals and we want to attract something into our life, we need to order it from the universe as if we're ordering it from Amazon. So what do I mean by that? I mean, when you go on Amazon, let's say you are searching for a specific book. Let's say you want the Law of Attraction Tribe workbook. So you go on Amazon and you search for that particular workbook and you put it in your cart and you check out, and you know that that workbook is going to be delivered in 2 days to your home. You don't question it, you don't doubt it, you just place your order and you know exactly what you want and you trust that it's going to be delivered. So you wouldn't go on Amazon looking for the Law of Attraction Tribe workbook and just type in, I want a book, because you know that millions and millions and millions of search results are going to come up. And a lot of them are going to have nothing to do with what you're looking for. That's why you get clear and specific on what you're searching for and make sure that you find that exact thing before you purchase it. Well, when you're ordering from the universe, it needs to be that clear. You can't just say, I want a luxury vehicle or I want to make 6 figures. You need to be really specific in what type of vehicle, what's the make and model, what color is it, what is the interior, and if you are making a monetary goal, think about how much is that per month? Like, what do you need to achieve your lifestyle that you want? How much per month does that break down to? And get really clear and specific and make it a quantifiable goal that you can measure. And another key is to focus on what you want for 17 seconds. Okay, 17 seconds, if you can hold it in your mind, that is how long it's going to take to form and put that order into the universe so that it can be manifested into your life. So that may seem really easy, but if you ever have tried to focus on something for 17 seconds, it actually can feel like it's a lot longer. But trust me, hold it in your mind. Be as detailed as possible. Feel as though you've already achieved it and keep that vision and that feeling in your mind for 17 seconds. And once you do that, the order is on its way to the universe. So look at it that way. So your homework for day 1 is to pick just one thing. Now, this can be something even simple. Maybe it's $50, or maybe it's a designer purse that you want, or a pair of shoes, or tickets to a game. Picture one thing you want to manifest, and I want you to hold it in your mind for 17 seconds. Be clear and be concise on what it is. Write it down and hold it in your mind for 17 seconds. And once you've done that, know that you have placed your order with the universe and it will be delivered. So that is your homework for day 1. Come back tomorrow for day 2. You will get a video sent directly to your inbox, and we will go over the second barrier to manifesting. So thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you tomorrow.